Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Hot 4. Name is Badass here and let's get it started.
Just get
This
on the platform. I'll do the rest.
X So I'm gonna explain a little bit. So last episode I managed to set up the
Don't worry about it. Got plenty of more things to tweak.
teleporter, and I'm probably gonna end the Fallout 4 series if we manage to find our son, or the explanation of where my son is, or just a conclusion to the Fallout main series. And of course after that I'll probably just play Fallout for myself without uploading too much of the side quests and just experiencing the whole Waste Apocalypse land. Okay, let's get started. Oh,
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
okay, let's go.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Let's check my inventory. So make sure I don't have any too much trash. Lots of food. No junks, no mod. Okay, let's go.
I'm ready when you are.
What's gonna happen?
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration.
Let's
Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal.
Bye, Preston.
Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Holy shit. Why is there a red smudge up there? Is it right? What about my dog? Solo mission, huh? I don't see anyone. Oh, supposed to load the holotape. Which holotape? Can't be this. Can't be this. Oh, damn it. This one? Are we good? Now what? Oh, scary.
Hello. I wondered if you
might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Father?
I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Should I believe him? Institutionalized.
Busted.
I don't have a choice, huh?
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
I just want my son back.
Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the
Costa?
Institute. This these people, the work we do. For years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future.
It's so green,
It
this
has never
place.
been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Okay. So my son is my bargaining chip. Is that my son?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Is he really?
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
I'm your dad.
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated.
What the hell?
He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli.
It's just scene.
Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
Where's
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son.
Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I
What?
am your son.
What? What? My guess is right. How? Wait. There's no way to back that up, right? Is it possible?
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time.
What
You were
bullshit.
released from your pod and went
Holy
searching
shit.
for the son
So my son
you'd lost.
really
But then you
created the
learned that
institute.
your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Does it make sense? Guys, does it make sense? You were stolen.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary.
So the institute brainwashed
The
my son
Institute
already, right?
believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Are you a sin?
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me.
So all the
And
sins, they have my DNA as well, right? Since DNA is passed mostly genetic from father to son, and from him to other sins.
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
I am. I don't know what to choose. So much time.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind
How
of
old
man
was
he was.
Kellogg? You used him?
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of
I
revenge.
still don't believe he's
What
my
else
son.
can I say?
Even though that's my theory
Please
at
your
the start.
mind.
Your mom.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage?
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
The Institute.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
So, what he thinks that the sin is very important for the human mankind. Is he a sin?
But director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Can the sins give birth? No, right? They have a machine to create sins, right? So, all the memories are created by capturing humans and taking in their memories.
This really is a matter of importance.
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I'm not sure. I'm still not sure if it's Sean. I'm that skeptical. I don't know.
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience. And finally, Dr.
Bioscience.
Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay. For now, I'm still friendly. And I want to smash your head with this. What about Sean?
Broken. Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
Wait. Can a scene grow up? As in, can it cells when you create a scene in a childlike form? Can a scene grow up? Like,
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating...
why you?
Why build it to look like you?
We'd advanced the technology behind synths to a point where this struck me as an interesting variation. A new angle, if you will. Modeling it after myself seemed only natural, what with the Institute's records on my genetics and physiology. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me. What do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
I don't know anymore.
This is all... It's just too much. I just don't know anymore.
I understand. You've been through quite a lot. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Okay, let's see what's the Institute agenda is by talking to everyone else. So let's go full Institute mode. Yeah, I'm a scientist now. Where is this place? It seems like I can take almost everything. Is this a restroom? So white, so clean. This area is so clean. It's like almost pre-war. And the so-called sun is still living here. Clean coffee. Then they specify everything is clean, you know. Clean water. Everything is so trendy and modern. Time, T-I-M-E. Doesn't E. Okay, E is not correct. So T-I-M-E, T-I-M-T-I. This is the only one, right?
That's it.
K-Logs. K-Log occasionally presence continues to unnerve the others. At first I thought they were merely intimidated by his confidence and arrogance, or perhaps even afraid of his general being. K-Log is after all a killer. Blah 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 blah. He's an augmented human being. Okay. Deus Ex. A cyborg. He's already more than 100 years old. through. So if they actually record this down and not by speaking to me and telling me bullshit, so it's something recorded, and then it means that yes, Kalok really did kidnap my son. He's already lived more than 100 years old. So that guy that speak to me, the father, might really be Sean. I'm still skeptical though. But for all this, it's just a trap. Bioscience, robotics, advanced. Personal notes. IU can only confirm settings outside Vault 111 and again in Diamond City sometime later. Not sure what we meet. I'm told Kalok has gone offline strangely. Dr. Walker. Okay, I need to do something for Virgil as well. Director access, scene shutdown. Unauthorized. Director codes. Okay. So this is the director's living quarters, right? So I need to do instantialize and where's the is it under miscellaneous? Where's the one that I supposed to help to get the serum for Virgil? Is it not under a quest? Okay, never mind, I just need to remember it myself. This looks like a storeroom. Okay, this might be the director's living quarters. Let's go up some more.
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
Scene. Lawrence Hicks.
Hey, Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
If that's how you feel, why not leave?
Because we could do so much more. But no, everyone is obsessed with these damn synths. It's wasted potential. That's what it is. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here. Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
This is scene.
Operating at full capacity. Reporting status. All functions normal.
Okay. This really reminds me of Deus Ex. Is this a balcony? Awesome.
Perfect.
Your canine companion permanently takes 10% less drag. Have dog will travel. Nice. What a random find. The other side of the balcony. So this is a two-person living quarters.
All systems nominal.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
I killed one of your corsairs, you know.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Volkert.
Okay.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
You're a sin.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
So this is the top floor, right? Is that one round already? Lawrence Hicks. This is living quarter. Institute Jumper. What is that? Looks the same. Oh, forget this side. Okay, nothing here. Oh, this place is quite huge. Okay, I think this is one round. Boardroom. Holotape. Play.
Look, Director, I'm gonna make the same recommendation I did last time. We did everything we could. 4 years dedicated to preserving this Commonwealth Provisional Government. You've seen the same reports I have. It's falling apart and fast. We need a plan for what happens when that fall is complete. I know some of the other divisions have suggested we just cut off all contact, hide underground and pretend nobody's home. That would, in my opinion, be a mistake. We can't just give up on these people, and with the Android program, we don't have to. We'll soon have the capabilities to deploy androids to the surface in great enough numbers to maintain order. Just think about it, all right? Keep it in mind moving forward.
What's the point of toilet tank cover? Way to the future. So I found another holotape. Let's listen.
I think he's actually lost his mind. I can't believe he really expects me to do this. I've always been on board with the Gen 3 program. It makes sense, but this? Nothing good can come from this. How am I supposed to explain to my staff that Sean wants a child synth for no immediately apparent valid line of research? And to base the physical features off records of his own childhood? It defies all logic. No, I can't do this. I won't.
Good evening.
Supposed to find the...
Scanning. Subject identified.
Well... Have I been in here? Is this the Lawrence guy? Okay, so I think it's more than one full round. I don't think there's another upstairs, so let's go one level lower. Okay, what's this? Watson? No,
Jammed.
no name. Okay, Watson. This is almost like a vault already, right? Okay. Is there an elevator? There's only one way. I need to unequip my weapons.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Have I been here? Oh yeah. So this is the father's room, right? Okay. Is there anything in here? Microphone. Storeroom. Another dead end. Okay, let's go lower. Maybe it's all below there. Oh. Lower.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Hey,
Excuse me, Doctor.
Ellie.
You weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
Find my son.
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water, and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Not so fast.
I'm not on board with anything.
No? And yet here you are, poking around. One might find that suspicious.
Go ahead.
If you're not planning on staying, I'd recommend keeping your hands to yourself. Wouldn't want to give the impression you're up to something. And consider having another talk with Sean. He really is anxious to have you with us. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built all
Who built
this?
this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats
So
and
it's like
laboratories.
a vault, huh?
It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Is it like a vault?
I
Dr.
can't
Fillmore.
express how
Hi there.
truly humbling it
Something
is
I
to
can help you
stand
with?
in your presence.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Yep, I
Alex.
used it.
What's
I
on your
know.
mind?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Why do you keep walking away? So I based on the symbol, I guess. Oh. Robotics. Sieve retention.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Remember to conserve power at every essential to
It's a
maximum
real
productivity.
juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
Oh.
How old are we talking about?
Well, the reactor and a lot of the related systems. You know, cooling, monitoring, power distribution. That's all pre-war tech. Most of the superstructure down here was built later.
by the people who survived the war. I guess each generation's been tinkering with the place, adding labs, making upgrades, and so on. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Don't they document everything? It'd be easier to document everything, right? Since they are all, you know, smart people. Oh my god, an instance area. Oh, is this where they create scenes?
If it were just a limb twitching.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it means.
If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them now. Hell, I can write them down from memory.
They're
But we
creating
can't just
scenes.
ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr. Binet, you know where to find the teleporter.
Just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophers. You do well to remember that.
Hello. Welcome. Please, step this way for processing.
Whoa. Sorry guys, this video is a bit less action, more story mode. Okay, so synthetic scenes. I see.
All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
If you ask me, the synth software could use a little more debugging.
Hello.
Doc, you've arrived at a momentous time. Our third generation synths are a true breakthrough. The culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
Superior
What
how?
makes them superior?
The list of improvements is exhaustive. I can talk for an hour and still not cover all of it. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could live without fear of hunger or disease. Imagine what you could create if you could spend every waking moment of your life as you saw fit, with no need of sleep. Like I said, a momentous time.
Welcome to the Institute. Please, step right this way.
Damn.
Hey.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Damn, they're making scenes here. Oh, this is the bone thingy. Wow.
With our third generation synths, we've improved upon humanity.
What do they do here? Muscles? Organs? Internal organs, I guess, and nervous system. Holy shit, this is so cool. And so scary if it's true. I still can't comprehend this. The science is like too whoa. Okay, let's go meet one of the important people. This is the bioscience. I'm supposed to look for a serum here, right? I'm supposed to find Virgil's workstation. There seems nothing I can take here. It's all crates. Oh, a sliding door. Ammo. Plates. Sliding door. Cauterizer. I like it saying I have to pickpocket it.
Yes.
Such a high-tech place, and then they still using that old pickpocket. Recorder. Cauterizer, injector, trash can. There's nothing much in here. Let's see. Stealing your microscope.
Nice.
FEV lab. Instance area. Okay, this looks abandoned. Are there bad guys here? I don't think I should be in here. Okay. Whoa, food. Well, we are already doing this in our era, so I guess it's not surprising. Cauterizer, try to scanner. Corsair uniform, nice. Black Institute. This is the Corsair's area, right? Black Institute lab coat. Bioscience terminal. I don't see any serum. Is it here? This looks old school. Let's see. SZI, Sin Zoological Initiative. We have engineered creatures that inhabit the sky and the land. The next logical step is the creature of the sea. Might Nahan have something useful? Aquatic creatures make good candidate. Start with size, nothing too large, nothing too small. Delphinus. Could we develop underwater sin models to carry out seabed salvage operations? Warwick Homestead mission statement. The Warwick Homestead initiative was conceived to facilitate field testing of various genetic things. Full agreement with hypothesis. Our modified seed specimens are likely to exhibit accelerated growth rate and twofold signs. Acquire Roger Warwick, Patriarch of Warwick Homestead. Conduct series on intensive interrogation sessions. With the intelligence gathered in stage 2, create a scene replica of Roger Warwick. Begin covert deliveries of prototype seed batches. So, Roger Warwick is a sin, huh? Gorillas. AU.J redacted. I'm pretty sure one of them is a traitor. Okay, let's talk to the main guy. Probably gonna end a video after
Dr.
this.
Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing.
Clayton.
It's truly amazing.
What work?
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas aren't real.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care.
In that case, you'll want... He's our top biologist, and also serves... Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. You won't find better medical...
Sure.
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
Doctor.
Yes, yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting, but now simply isn't a good time.
Isaac.
Working on something important?
All of my work is important. Now, if you're quite finished, they're difficult enough.
Equations for what?
Honestly, you
Dude,
wouldn't
my
understand.
intelligence is max.
Now, I'm afraid I must end this little chat, although it's been so very diverting.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
So rude. Where's the serum? What's that? I can't even read. Oh, closed bioscience door.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Oh, that's the gorilla.
Good day.
this? FEV lab entry terminal. Master. I wonder where the serum is. Anyway guys, I'm gonna end the video here because it's almost the 1 hour mark. So I'll continue this in a second video. Okay, so see you guys next time. Bye.